Listen closely because what I'm about to say is not some clickbait, not some half-baked motivational fluff, and not some harmless pep talk you'll scroll past. I'm talking directly to you. Yes, you. The one listening to this right now. I'm not offering a job, I'm not offering a title, I'm offering something far rarer, far more dangerous, far more rewarding, an invitation to step into my world, my brotherhood. And I know what you're thinking. Who the hell am I to be invited into Andrew Tate's world? Good, that's the reaction I want. That discomfort, that uncertainty, that little voice saying you're not ready, that's exactly why you're listening to this. That voice is the barrier between the life you settle for and the life you were built to live. Let me tell you something most people never understand. Opportunity doesn't knock, it doesn't leave a card, it doesn't appear with perfect timing. Opportunity screams, it threatens, it challenges, and if you're smart, if you're sharp, if you're hungry, you answer. That's how my brotherhood works. It's not about luck, it's about choosing, deciding, executing, and proving that you deserve it. I've built something few men in the world will ever see, let alone be invited into. A network of entrepreneurs, investors, warriors, and high performers who don't settle. Men who live by their own rules, who reject mediocrity and refuse the permission of the average. They're part of my war room, the inner circle of people I trust to make bold decisions, to execute relentlessly, to rise while the rest of the world sleeps. And I want you to understand something immediately. This is not a fan club, this is not a social media clique. This is business, this is power, this is influence. Now, most men think they can fake their way in. They think showing up, pretending, nodding along, paying a subscription, posting the right pictures, that's enough. It's not. Never has been. The people in my war room, they've been tested, they've risked, they've lost, and they've come back stronger. And if you're serious about joining, you'll have to prove the same. Not to me, not to anyone else, to yourself. Ask yourself right now, are you truly tired of being average? Are you sick of the endless excuses, the constant waiting, the polite life of someday, maybe later? Because that's exactly what most men live, waiting for a world that will never give them anything. And let me tell you the truth, if you're watching this, you felt it too. That hunger, that itch, that sense that life is passing by while everyone else plays small and says yes to a life they don't want. I want to ask you something brutal, be honest. How many hours have you wasted this week scrolling, hoping something will change? How many mornings have you woken up thinking, I'll start tomorrow? Stop lying to yourself. Stop pretending you're patient. Time is the one currency you can never earn back, and I'm not here to waste yours. The war room is built on action, not words. It's built on execution, not excuses. And here's the core of it. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what school you went to, what money you had, or what job you quit last year. It doesn't matter if you failed 1,000 times. What matters is your ability to rise, to adapt, to become a man who dominates his environment instead of being dominated by it. That's what my brotherhood demands. That's what I demand. Some of you are going to hear this and think it's too much. I can't handle that. My life isn't ready for that. I'm not ready. That's exactly the problem. The moment you think you're not ready is the exact moment you need to be ready. If you wait until you feel safe, until you feel comfortable, until life is convenient, you'll be dead before you've truly lived. I built my war room because I wanted a place where men could rise together, a place where ideas aren't debated endlessly, but executed mercilessly, where failure is tolerated only if it's followed by growth, where excuses are a crime and results are the only language that matters. It's a community of action, a brotherhood of warriors, entrepreneurs, and fighters. And yes, it's intense. Yes, it's challenging, but it's life-changing. You might be wondering, what exactly will you get if you're part of this? I'll tell you, you'll get access to strategies, methods, and mindsets that 99% of the world will never see. You'll be surrounded by men who demand excellence from themselves, who push you to levels you didn't know existed. You'll learn how to build wealth, real, lasting wealth. Not just money to spend, but power, influence, freedom. You'll learn how to dominate in business, in combat, in life, and most importantly, you'll learn how to trust yourself above all else. But none of that comes easy. If you're looking for comfort, if you're looking for nice community vibes, you're in the wrong place. If you want to stay small, keep scrolling, go back to your routine, your 9 to 5, your mediocre social circle, do it. I'm not stopping you. The war room doesn't need spectators. It only needs men who are willing to bleed, to sweat, to fight for something that matters. Here's the harsh truth. Most men who hear this will do nothing. They'll listen, maybe like the video, maybe comment, and then go back to their ordinary lives. They'll never know what could have been. They'll die with regrets, wondering why the world rewards the bold while they play safe. But you, if you're still listening, if that fire inside you is flickering, if a small part of you says, I could be that man, then you've already passed the first test: curiosity, desire, hunger. I don't care if you failed before. I don't care if people have doubted you. I don't care if your past is a mess. What I care about is your future. Can you take responsibility for your life? Can you stop blaming the world, your parents, your society? Can you rise above everything that has been holding you back and actually dominate? That's the only qualification I care about. Let me give you an example. One of my closest war room members started with nothing. No money, no network, no credibility. People laughed at him, told him he'd fail. Today, he runs multiple businesses, travels the world freely, and has more influence than anyone who doubted him ever will. Why? Not because he's lucky, not because I handed him anything, because he decided he was done waiting. He executed while others complained. He sacrificed while others slept, and he kept going when everyone else quit. That's the level of man who belongs in my brotherhood. And here's another truth. Joining my brotherhood isn't about me, it's about you. It's about the man you become when you refuse to accept average, when you refuse to play small, when you refuse to let life decide for you. It's about breaking free from mediocrity, about surrounding yourself with men who make you better, stronger, faster, sharper. Every interaction, every lesson, every challenge is designed to forge you into someone who refuses to be ordinary. You'll be tested. Constantly. Your limits will be pushed. You'll be confronted with the truth about yourself that you've been avoiding. Your excuses, your fears, your weaknesses, they will be laid bare. And some days you'll hate it. Some nights you'll want to quit. But every step, every struggle, every failure is building the man you were meant to become. Because here's the deal. Life is cruel. Life doesn't wait. Life doesn't reward the timid. And the difference between a man who lives fully and a man who watches the world pass him by isn't luck, it isn't connections, it isn't even intelligence. It's courage. Pure, relentless courage. Courage to act when no one else does, courage to endure when others quit, courage to claim what's yours by right of effort and domination. So this is my invitation, not an easy one, not a comfortable one, not a polite one, but a real one. A chance to step into my brotherhood, to surround yourself with men who live by code, by action, by relentless pursuit of excellence, to learn, to execute, to rise, to dominate, to finally become the man you know you could be but have been too afraid to become. Because here's the truth most men refuse to admit. The life you're living right now is a fraction of what you could achieve. Every day you settle, every moment you hesitate, every excuse you make quietly chips away at your potential. You've felt it. That itch, that gnawing dissatisfaction, the burning awareness that you're capable of more than you're showing the world. That's not failure. That's your signal. That's your invitation. And understand this, growth isn't polite. Transformation isn't comfortable. The brotherhood I'm offering isn't a club for casual men. It's a crucible. It will challenge you, push you, expose your weaknesses, and demand everything you've been hiding from yourself. But in that fire, you'll find clarity. In that struggle, you'll discover power. In that relentless pursuit, you'll meet the man you've been too scared to become. I'm not offering you a guarantee. I'm not offering you safety. I'm not offering you comfort. I'm offering the chance to see what you're capable of when you stop hiding, when you stop waiting, when you stop settling. That's all. The rest is up to you. And if you choose to ignore this, to scroll past, to tell yourself, maybe someday, that's fine too. But don't pretend later will come. Don't pretend life is patient. Don't pretend that the man you could have been will wait for you, because he won't. He's waiting for you to act right now. The war room is real. My brotherhood is real. My offer is real. Are you ready to rise, or will you remain average? That's the question only you can answer. Not me, not anyone else. You, take it, prove it, join us.